Hello, my friends. I am here in Puerto Vallarta, Mexico, and really get myself up on Instagram too. Happy to be here. I got out of some very cold temps in Colorado today. Just in the nick of time. We got a lot of snow last night and freezing, very, very cold weather. So, um, so anyway, I am happy to be here, and I'm happy to be here. Um, I just wanted to do kind of like a quickie little live. I have been exploring, my body's been teaching me a lot about pain in the past couple of years. And I have such a different awareness of it, a different sense of like what pain is and how to change it. And I am so grateful because I was having a fair amount of pain in my body for quite a while. And there's some really amazing tools in Access Consciousness for changing pain at the kind of a more energetic level. There's the body processes and there's the verbal clearings and some really cool stuff. And also, one of the ways that I hadn't really been working with my body and with pain in the way that I am now is actually with a really dynamic awareness of tissue, bone, and alignment. And, basically anytime our bones get out of where they kind of like to be in relationship to each other, our muscles get weird, our fascia gets bound up, and it gets like the fascia is like this really thin, strong membrane that wraps all of our bones, all of our muscles, all of our connective tissue, all of our nerves and our organs. I mean, it wraps everything in our body. It's like this one continuous sheath of tissue that connects everything, separates things in the body that need to be separated, and creates this incredible network of communication among things. And when like so many of us just get out of alignment, you can look at like postural patterns, like where people have not the greatest posture, and that's just an indication that the skeleton is kind of like the bones and the skeleton are resting in a place that is suboptimal, where they don't really want to be. And the corresponding muscle and the corresponding fascia, one of the things that happens with the muscle is it actually gets pulled away from the bone. The tissue gets pulled away from the bone, and it tries to kind of like pull. It's almost like our tissue can start playing tug of war, because every muscle and all of the fibers of the fascia have a direction in which they like to move. And so but most of us don't know about that. Like that's not something that's taught anywhere except where I've learned it is in Bowspring movement, which I do and I practice and I teach. And it's this amazing movement modality that realigns our bones, gives us a totally different posture, allows our muscles to like settle into the bone more, changes our fascia, lubricates our fascia, and reorganizes our whole body. It's really incredible stuff. It's very intrinsic, it's very detailed, and it's made me so strong. I mean, I've talked a lot on Facebook and Instagram about the changes that have happened to my body from Bowspring. And so, because a lot of the work that I do is energetic, and a lot of people that follow me as well. And we often forget about like what's going on with the tissue, what's up with our bones, where are they? What's up with our tissue? How's it, what's happening with it? And almost everybody, I would say, is walking around with some sort of like structural disharmony in their posture and their skeleton and how they move their body that creates, like, it can ultimately and eventually create pain. And I was having some major hip issues and leg issues, and it's been actually a couple of years. And one of the things that I've learned is how to change it, and I have changed it a lot. I've actually changed the arrangement of my bones in my body, and I continue to. It's been really incredible by doing the practice of Bowspring and doing a lot of work with my own fascia. And as I do that, it's just incredible how much like everything, I just have these like epiphanies every day doing this movement where I'm like, everything's connected, and I can feel like the ball mound of my big toe on my right side and how it connects to my deep groin, and how, like using my foot in a different way allows my glutes to fire and my butt to, get stronger. And it's just, it's just incredible. And what happens is we start to develop this deep intrinsic strength where the muscle goes back to the bone. It starts to hug the bone like it likes to do. And then you can use this. You can use your deep intrinsic strength to actually move your bones into a more harmonious alignment. And so the practice of Bowspring is something that's done on a mat as a, it can look kind of like yoga, but it's way more about the curves of the body. It's not a linear practice at all. Very different practice. And so it also can be very, very subtle. And I've been playing a lot with the pretty intense subtleties of the practice. Because as you learn these really subtle ways to engage different tiny, tiny muscles in your body, it changes everything. And so what I've been doing is reorganizing my whole body and healing my, like a pretty deep hip thing, and leg thing and groin thing and foot thing, and doing it all through Bowspring movement, strengthening, and also releasing my fascia, because when you release the fascia, it allows the muscle to move in a different way. And this is one of the most powerful ways to get out of pain. And it's a universe. It's deep and wide. There's a lot to it. And I just wanted to kind of give like a quick little taste here, because tomorrow I'm going to be starting a 4-month deep dive that's called Fascia Lab, where we're going to really dive into the practice of Bowspring, a different possibility with posture. And when we think of good posture, it's not the posture that we think we need to have. It's more of a curvy, open posture. And taking care of our own fascia and taking care of our own nervous system so our bodies can actually settle into a deeper strength, get out of pain, have more openness, and we can have more presence with our bodies as we get stronger. And the stronger you get in this way, the less pain you will have. There's a lot of things we do to strengthen our bodies that actually make pain worse. And when you don't have the information about how everything kind of connects and where you want your bones to be and how you want to be using your muscles, you can injure yourself, which is what I've done. Is I've like perpetuated some injuries by chronically using my body in a way that my body didn't like, And so now with Bowspring and with all of this information I have about the fascia, I'm just unwinding it and changing it. And it's been so cool. And I love sharing it with people. I get really excited about it. So we're starting a 4-month program tomorrow. It's going to be on Zoom. It's called Fascia Lab. And you can check it out on my website, heathernichols.com/fascia lab immersion. There was an introduction to Bowspring class that I did a few days ago that's included in that. You can also just buy that separately if you want, and that's it's in my shop. I think it's just heathernichols.com/Bowspring intro is the link to that one. And yeah, if you have any questions, also I have a Telegram group where people ask questions, and you can find that just heathernichols.com/Telegram if you want to ask some questions. And yeah, what else is possible with really changing pain and actually like getting out of pain in such a way that allows you to get so strong and for your tissue to be so malleable and fluid and lubricated and alive. It's such a cool practice, such a cool invitation, and you and your body are warmly invited. Take care. Bye for now.